Welcome back. In this video we will discuss the next concept, that is transitive closure. Okay, so in transitive closure, so first before going to discuss about what is the meaning of transitive closure, and this we can also achieved by using one of the most efficient algorithm, that is Warshall's algorithm. So now we will see what is the meaning of transitive closure. Okay, so I consider this graph to explain this concept. So in this graph, what are the edges we are having? A to B, B to D, D to A and D to C. So this we can achieve also by using adjacency matrix, right? Okay. So how to write adjacency matrix for this? So this is the matrix I considered. So here how many vertices we are having? 4 vertices A, B, C, D. So either in the form of column or rows. So rows and columns. So this is 4 by 4 matrix. Clear? So in this matrix, if we are having an edge, we are writing as 1. Or if we don't have any edge, we are writing as 0. So this is we are calling as adjacency matrix. So can you tell me from A to A is there any edge? No. So I will write as 0. From A to B, nothing. Yes, we are having edge from A to B, so I will write as 1. So from A to C, no edge. From A to D, there is no edge. So like this we are writing all this. So from B to A, nothing. From B to B, 0. From B to C, no edge. From B to D, yes, we are having edge. Next from C to A, C to B, C to D, C to C, nothing. So just I will write as zeros. Next from only D to A and D to C. D to A, one edge. D to C. And from D to B, no edge. D to D, no edge. So this is the adjacency matrix. And when coming to transitive closure, so this we return adjacency matrix just by using only directed edge. That means if we are having direct edge from A to B, we are writing. Is we are having any direct edge from A to D? No. But we are having edge indirectly from by using intermediate node B, that is from A to B and from A to D. So we are having an edge. So I will write that as 1. That we are calling as transitive closure. Either directed edge or indirected edge. We are writing. If we are having edge, then we are writing 1, otherwise 0. So can you tell me transitive closure of this adjacency matrix now? How to write? Okay, can you tell me now? So here I am writing a transitive closure matrix. So is there any edge from A to A? Either, not indirect. So just consider, if we don't have direct edge, so consider indirect edge from A to B, from B to D and from D to A. So there is an edge A to A. Next from A to B, yes. A to C, A to B, B to D, D to C, yes. So there is an edge from A to D, yes. So next from B to A, B to A, yes. So B to D, D to A, D to A to B. Next, is there any edge from B to B? Yes, that is loop. Is there any edge from B to C? Yes. B to D? Yes. Next, from C to A? Nothing. From C to B? No. From C to C? No. From C to D? No. Next, from D to A? Yes. From D to B? Yes. From D to B, that means D to A to B. From D to C? Yes. From D to D? From D to A to B, B to D. Yes. So from D to D, yes. So this is the transitive closure matrix of this adjacency matrix. Okay. For example, if this adjacency matrix is R, then this transitive closure matrix is R dash, R1, anything you can write, namings, matrix A, matrix R, matrix D, whatever you want you can write. Okay. So, and how we are achieving this transitive closure matrix by using Warshall's algorithm, we will discuss here step by step. Okay. So in the first step, we have to write. So just leave this part. So how we are achieving this, just we will discuss by using your adjacency matrix. So in the first step, so write adjacency matrix for the given graph. So this is the adjacency matrix and I will consider this as R0 initial matrix, and by using this matrix I will write next matrices by taking, is there any possible paths we can achieve by using intermediate nodes like first intermediate node, second intermediate node, third intermediate node, fourth intermediate node, because how many nodes we are having? 4 nodes. So just compare 4 times now. So now just I will construct next matrix. So this is the first matrix R0. Next matrix I will construct, just I will take as R1 from the previous matrix R0 given graph. That's it. So first we will discuss how to construct R1 by taking A as an intermediate node. So I will construct R1 first matrix. So here how to construct here. So if I take A as an intermediate node, so eighth row and eighth column it doesn't change. So I will write same as it is. No need to, it will not going to change. So I will write as it is. And if any cell having already path, so just I will write as it is, this cell that is B to D and D to C. So it will not going to change. Just I want to check this cell B to B, B to C, next C to B, C to C, C to D, D to B, D to D. So these we have to check. So can you do that by taking A as an intermediate node? So initially this will construct by making use of previous matrix, that is R0. So from B to B, initially we don't have path. So if you take A as an intermediate node, so can you construct a path now? So from B to A, so it is 0. From A to B there is a path. So we have to see here this one and this one we have to do AND operation. This result we are doing OR operation with this. So can you tell me 0 and 1? Answer is 0. 0 or 0. Your answer will be final 0. There is no path. That's it. This is the simple technique. Next, from B to C. B to C initially it is 0. So just take intermediate node as A. So can you make a path, new path? From B to A, that is 0. From A to C, that is 0. 0 and 0, 0, 0 or 0, 0. No path. Again, check here from C to B. From C to B, initially it is 0. If you take A as an intermediate, can you make a path, indirect path? So from C to A, it is 0. If any one is 0, it will be 0 only. Okay, if whether it is 1 or 0, it will be 0 because we are doing AND operation here. Next, check from C to C. C to C. Anyhow, it should come from A. So this path is 0. Whatever it may be, this path, either 0 or 1, it will become 0 only. So here also 0. Here also 0. If you want, you can check by using this. So again, check the cell D to B. D to B. Is there any path initially? No. No direct edge. So we are considering indirect edge from A. So can you tell me from D to A, 1. From A to B, 1. So now tell me 1 and 1, 1. 1 or 0. If any one is true, it will be true. So one new path is coming while taking A as intermediate node, that is D to B. That is a new path. Okay. Any other path? Remaining cell is from D to D. Can you tell me? Initially it is 0. If you take A as intermediate node, so D to A, that is 1. From A to D, that is 0. 1 and 0, 0, 0 or 0, it is 0. That's it. Only one path we are coming while A as an intermediate node. Next, we are constructing next matrix, that is R2, by making B as intermediate node. Okay, just we will see now. So how we will construct R2 here. Okay, see here, this we are constructing by using of R1. So here we are taking B as an intermediate node. So B row, B column, write as it is. So it will not going to change. Any other cell we are having path already, then write as it is. We are only checking zeros paths. Okay. So can you tell me now from A to A, is there any edge? from A to A there is no edge, direct edge, so just by considering B as intermediate node, so A to B we are having 1, and from B to A 0. So can you add this to 1 and 0? 0. 0 or 0? 0. No, still. Next from A to C, check A to C, initially it is 0. If B as an intermediate node is, we are getting path from A to B, 1, from B to C, that is 0. 1 and 0, 0, 0 or 0, 0. No. Again check from A to D, initially it is 0. If you are taking B as an intermediate node, just check A to B 1. Next from B to D 1. Yes, here it is 1 and 1, 1, 1 or 0, 1. We are getting new path, that is from A to D. A to D we are getting one new path. Okay. Next check. This is what we are getting here. Next check C to A. C to A, initially it is 0. If you consider B as an intermediate node, so C to B, what is the value? 0. And B to A value is 0. 0 and 0, 0, 0 or 0, 0. Because B is an intermediate, and that means from C to B always it is 0. So these values also 0 it will become. If you want you can check. Next check from D to D. So what is the value for D to D? It is initially 0 if you consider B as an intermediate node. So from D to B 1, from B to D 1. So 1 and 1, 1, 1 or 0, 1. OR operation and AND operation. So we are getting one new path here, that is from D to D. So two new paths coming while B as an intermediate node. So next, construct next matrix by considering C as an intermediate node. So how to construct R3? That is this we will construct by using previous matrix, that is R2. So here C as an intermediate node, C row and Cth column, it will not going to change. So I will write as it is, and whether any cell is 1, just write as it is, it will not going to change. Okay. Now we have to check remaining cells. So that means from A to A, is there any edge? If you consider C as an intermediate node, so from A to C, what is the value? From A to C, 0. If 1 is 0, it will become 0 only. So next from B to A, just check from B to A, it is initially 0, B to A. And if you consider C as an intermediate node, from B to C, answer is 0, C to A 0, 0 and 0, 0, 0 or 0, 0. That means it should come from B to C. It is 0, anything is, if it is 0 or 1, that doesn't matter, it will become 0. And this cell is also 0, sorry. Okay, no new path. So here by using C matrix, no new path is coming. So next, construct next matrix, that is R4. Here D as an intermediate node. That means, so D row, D column, it will not going to change. So write as it is from R3. Okay. So these values we have to change, check now whether we are getting new path or not. So if it is already having path, so just write. So from A to B we are already having path, that is 1. So no need to check. So now we have to check A to A, A to C, B to A, B to C, B to B, C to A, C to B, C to D, C to C. So these values we have to check. First we will check whether we are getting any path from A to A. So A to A, initially it is 0. If you are taking D as an intermediate node, is we are getting any path. So from A to D, what is the value? 1. So you have to see previous matrix 1. Next from D to A value is 1. So 1 and 1, 1. 1 or 0, 1. So we are getting new path from A to A if D is an intermediate. Next check A to C. A to C, initially it is 0. So if you are taking D as an intermediate node, so from A to D 1, from D to C 1. 1 and 1, 1. 1 or 0, 1. So here we are getting one more new path, that is A to C. Any new path? So we have to check from B to A. B to A, it is initially 0, B to A. So if we are having D as an intermediate, then we are having path or not. B to D 1, D to A 1. 1 and 1, 1. 1 or 0, 1. Yes, we are getting one more new path, that is B to A. check from B to B. Initially B to B it is 0, and if you are taking D as an intermediate node, is you are getting path from B to D. From B to D, what is the value? From B to D, B to D 1, and D to B 1. 1 and 1, 1, 1 are 0, 1. Yes, we are getting one more new path, that is B to B. Okay, again check next B to C. Initially it is 0 if you are taking D as an intermediate node. So from B to D 1, from D to C 1. 1 and 1, 1, 1 are 0, 1. Yes, one more new path is coming, that is B to C. Again check from C to A. C to A by taking D as an intermediate node. So C to D, what is the value? 0. And D to A 1. So 0, 1, 0, 0 are 0, 0. So because if you take D as an intermediate node in the Cth row, it should always come from C to D, that is 0. 0 into anything always AND operation 0 only. So this value also 0, this value also 0. And this is your final matrix. And this final matrix we are calling as transitive closure. All paths we are getting if we are having indirect edges or directed edges also. That's it. That is how we can construct a transitive closure by using Warshall's algorithm. So what is the first step? So we have to construct adjacency matrix. Next step, we have to construct all other matrices by taking intermediate nodes, by checking intermediate nodes. Okay, so how many times we have to construct? That depends on number of vertices. If number of vertices are 4, so 4 matrices we have to construct, and final matrix will be your transitive closure. If vertices are 5, 5 matrices you have to construct, and final matrix will be your transitive closure. Okay, that's it. So this is how we can find transitive closure. And what is the formula here? So after finding here, what is the formula here? You can write. Now we will see what is the general formula to find this. So just we are considering AND operation between which vertices, which edges from C to D. I am showing for 1. So same thing applied for all other. So from C to D and from D to A. Okay, I am doing AND operation. The whole thing, whatever the result I will get, I will do OR with this direct edge C to A. Okay, I am doing AND operation with indirect edge, and I am doing OR operation with that direct edge. So this is your final formula. Find transitive closure.